Guys, this is literally behind the scenes. See, they've got the padding on the front so they don't damage the front of the car. Stick it in gear, handbrake up, see if it moves, DSG. Hello guys, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to another episode from Salvage Nation. On this episode, we're rebuilding a little Polo that I bought from Copart about a month ago. If you remember, I did a video when we went down, we spoke to the general manager and we spoke to Copart asking specific questions, and at the end of that video, I took delivery of this little Polo and I saw it getting put down and etc, and we ended the video there. Whoa, what happened next? It actually blows my mind. So we got the car back to the garage, rolled it off. I went to drive the car into the garage. I thought it's a category N, 2 keys, full service, only 48 on the clock. Stuck it in drive, pressed the gas, nothing happened. The car would not move when you put it in drive or reverse. Now this is one of the questions that we asked Copart, do they hide damage, etc, and I don't know. So I'm gonna give them the benefit of the doubt. Maybe when the car was into the accident, it got a little nick. I don't know what happened to the gearbox, but we're gonna have to troubleshoot that. We're gonna have to get that sorted. It was meant to be just a quick flip, but it's been delayed. It's a month later, we still got the car because the car can't move. So we need to dive into all of that. But if anyone's watching this from Copart, man, like, you gotta do better. Like, you've had that car at the Copart facility for some time. If you start the car and you put it in gear and it doesn't move, just add a little line so we know. I paid a lot of money for this car at the auction because it said it was a category N, and looking at the damage, you'd think that it was good to go. Now I know they're gonna say it's up to me to look into it. Just, you know, that's just legal jargon to cover themselves. But if anyone from Copart is watching this, you've got to do better by your customers. It's the customers that make you guys great, and you won't be where you are without the customers, man. Like, that's all I'm gonna say. Let's get into it. I'm show you what I'm talking about. Now guys, my energy in this video is gonna be off because I'm actually pissed. I'm actually annoyed. Have a look. So the damage doesn't look too bad. Bumper, as you know, is gone, and it didn't go all the way through. Looking at the pictures, looking at everything, I've tried to do all the HPI checks, do all my research. It didn't look too bad. Coming back around on this side, once again, doesn't look too bad. But check this out. Get inside. And this is the bit that actually annoys me. So, car starts first time every time, and like I showed you in the video, the last video, I was so excited. I was like, yep, it's all good. But then check this out. So can you see it's revving? Stick it in reverse down there. Look, my foot is flat. It's not revving. Go down to drive. Foot is flat down there. Nothing. Look, nothing. Nothing. Now you're trying to tell me that no one at Copart was aware of this, and this was a sponsored video that I did. I was at their place all day, and once again, no, it's not moving. Look, the light is flashing, spanner and drive. Put it in reverse, spanner. And this is a car that I picked up from Copart when I was doing a sponsored video for them, and still, this is the reality. Anyway, I've got it down at Multi-Car Repairs. We're gonna take the mechatronics. I've done some research. Apparently the mechatronics is the problem. They tend to have a leaky seal. I don't know if it got nicked in the accident, something could have broken or something like that. But yeah, we got no drive power whatsoever. Stick it back in park. There you have it. So that little ball right down there, that's the mechatronics unit, and apparently that might be the problem. And it's highly possible that when it got a nick right here, that could have gone and basically damaged something on the internals of that mechatronics unit. Who knows? Damage is damage. I'm not annoyed about that. What I am annoyed about is everyone can clearly see when you put the car in drive, it doesn't move. I would have just liked to see that. A little line in the additional info or something to say the car's not moving. Simple as. Anyway, enough about that. I'm going to take this broken stuff off, and then the guys are going to come and take off that mechatronics unit, and we're going to be taking it down to a company who's going to do a diagnostic and potentially rebuild it, get that back on the car, get all the bits on, get it sprayed and get it out. See, look at this damage, man. This is meant to just be a quick flip, quick turnaround, but it doesn't always go to plan in the salvage game. Sometimes stuff like this happens, but we need to all work together to make it less likely to happen by being more open once these damages and these issues are noticed. Look at that.
Few inches later.
Okay guys, we think we found it. Maybe the oil has come out there, innit?
Yeah.
So it's had a little nick right there. So I thought it might have been broken on the internals, but it had a little nick right there, and then the oil is not working. That's the problem. Hopefully, I feel a lot better. I thought it was kind of like an insurance job, had a broken, because these mechatronics units are prone to break. Don't know if you can see that in there, but yeah, you can clearly see in the accident, this got nicked. I'm gonna take that off and show it to you a little bit more. Oh man, fingers crossed. I hope that's it. So guys, have a better look at it here. You can definitely look, all the oil. And the system is saying there's no pressure. And there's no pressure because all the oil. So it's lifted here. This is the metal bit here. It's lifted. So we'll try to take this off, straighten it out, and put a new gasket on there. Refill the oil, and it should, in theory, work. All right, so while he continues to take that front mechatronics off, I'm gonna make a phone call right here, TPS.
Thank you for calling TPS. Box on group, genuine parts. Calls may be recorded for training and information purposes. To place an order for body shop parts, press 1. To place an order for automobile parts, press 2. To find out when your order will be delivered.
Yes, bro. Reg is Freddy Romeo 11.
Yeah, Polo.
Yeah, so on the front of the gearbox, there's a black cover on the mechatronics cover. It's just a black metal cover. I want to see if I can order that.
Alright, I'll have a look at that for you.
A few moments later.
Alright guys, so I feel 10 times better after realizing exactly what the issue is. I'm hoping that that is it, and I'm hoping that once I replace those bits, fill it up with oil, the car drives, because it's a lovely little car. I wasn't annoyed about the damage, I was just annoyed about Copart not stating it, and that's the issue with a lot of you guys. When you get in the comments, you'd say this, and I'm saying this on my platform, so Copart, you can do better. That's all I'm saying. Anyway, we're gonna park the car here, wait for the parts to come, but whilst we're waiting, let's go into the garage, get the panel parts unwrapped, and lay down some paint on those. Hopefully, we're gonna be completing everything in this episode. So, fingers crossed. I don't know if it's gonna work out. Hopefully it does. You guys are gonna be joining me. Let go. So guys, there you have it. I went ahead and I did a process called keying with my little bristle pad. It's a special bristle pad for this application. I've keyed this bumper because this bumper comes in primer, and I've keyed this wing so that this man here is gonna come and spray. So anyway, I just wanted to share that with you. Have a look at the wing. This is in primer as well. And as you can see on the camera, those little scuff marks, that's the keying so that the paint has got something to hold on to. So yeah. Alright guys, so I've left Akil doing his thing on the spray job. And that's because I just got a call from Zaf to say that the parts have come and I've got the oil right here. I told them to leave the oil, I'll come and stick it in so that you guys get to see a little bit of that content. You guys saw me phone up TPS. They said that this car carries 1 litre of mechatronics gear oil. This was £11.95 I believe, plus VAT. I got a spare one just in case, but I'm gonna get a funnel. And also, there should be a little bolt. Apparently they're one-time usage only. So have a look, this little bolt, get that to focus. There you go. It's a number 5 Allen key. Apparently this sits on the top of the gearbox and I should be able to fill it up from using that. So anyway, let me get some tools and get started. Hopefully everything works, the car drives. We can drive the car into the garage and marry up the two, car and the panels. But that is if everything goes to plan, and from experience, nothing ever goes to plan in the salvage game. But here goes, hopefully it drives. This is very annoying. So this is the starter motor and the little nut that I need to remove, which is down there. It's underneath the starter motor, so the starter motor's got to come off just to fill up the oil. Ridiculous. So here we go guys, we're back to the outdoor days. Who remembers when the channel first started, we used to do all our stuff outdoors, boy? But you know what, Salvage Nation, we don't care. We just get it done. I need to get this off. That is nice. Guys, so it's been half an hour later. Ended up having to take the battery out, battery tray, and as you can see, this is the starter motor. Starter motor goes into that hole, off the flywheel, cranks the engine, starts the car. But I did all of that to get to this. So this is the filling hole on the DSG gearbox of this model. Open up this, put some oil in, and hopefully reconnect that, and it all starts up and go. So let's get some oil in that system.
1 eternity later.
Alright you guys, so it's about 2 hours later. It turned into a much bigger job than it needed to be. I need to get the car in the garage. I couldn't move, I was stuck, stranded, and just in the nick of time, it's about to rain. So I just want to show you, this is the broken sump. As you can see at the bottom, it sustained some damage in the accident. This is the gasket for that sump, and that same bit of damage, excuse my dirty hands, but there's the gasket completely ripped, so that's why it was leaking. I've replaced it with a new gasket, and now it's come time to test it. I went and got my camera because I want to get a first reaction with you guys, because I don't like reenacting my reactions. Oh, literally just in the nick of time. It's raining. I had the car running for a little bit to warm up, so let's see. Put it in drive. See if we get any movement. Wait, 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 wait! Come on! Okay, it's the first time this car's been able to move under its own power. We've had to push it everywhere. Put it in reverse, that's the big one. Yes, yes! You know, like, that's what I thought, man. With 48,000 on the clock, 1 owner from new, 2 keys, full service history. I was thinking, like, the gearbox surely can't be messed up already, man. Like, can't be messed up already. But you know what? It just goes to show, like, just with a little bit, I am not annoyed that I had to fix it. It's all part of the game. It's just, I would have planned, if I knew that the gearbox wasn't working, if I knew the car wasn't getting into gear and moving under its own power, I would have got the car delivered straight into the garage as opposed to being on the road, etc, etc. Anyway, I want to go down to the bottom of the street, turn around and come back up, just to see if it's actually changing gears. Get the window up because it's actually wet in it right now. Have a look at that. Okay. Okay. So, driving, first drive, and then look, someone's opened the door in front of me. Come on, man. What are you doing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it's back down to 4. 3, 2. Like if it literally conks out right now, I'll be so stranded. So reverse. Sorry if you can hear all of that rain. Literally in the nick of time. Like you can't plan the rain, can you? Okay, so drive. Happy days. Yep, so that's reverse. Drive. Give it a bit of power. Yeah, I'm happy with that. I'm happy. Come on. Guys, I am happy. I'm over the moon. The little Polo is driving under its own power and it's getting into reverse and it's changing and shifting properly. Let's go back in the garage and see how Akil's getting on with spraying those panels. Guys, I just come in. Look, what is he doing? What are you doing? No. Let me come back. Hey, what are you doing up there, man?
I love my spoiler.
He's looking for some tools. Anyway, he's already sprayed these. Have a look. These are all done. That's the wing. That's the front bumper. Lacquer and everything's all gone on. But guys, as you can see, the garage is completely chock-a-block. Can't do anything now and it's raining outside, so I'm gonna leave everything until tomorrow morning bright and early. Come in and we're gonna finish off the Polo. Alright guys, good morning, welcome back. I slept well last night, believe me. This car, this little Polo has given me nightmares, I'm telling you, because the cost of replacing that mechatronics was looking sky high and I would have definitely taken the L if I had to do that. But thank God, as you just see, I've just driven the car again this morning. I left it overnight, nothing is leaked out, it's still driving, it is fine. I'm happy with that. As you can see here, we've got the bumper and the wing, which is right behind me. Unfortunately, Akil is still stuck on this Mercedes GLE. This big old lump of a car has got a leaky oil ring. Where is it? I just want to show you this. Where is it? So check this out. This tiny little seal, this is for the engine oil cooler. This is causing this car to leak oil everywhere, which is very dangerous and it's just very messy. But to get to this little ring, this ring costs £4 from Mercedes, £4. But to get to this little ring, you have to open it up to the heart of the engine. It's an £800 job just to replace something for £4. Man, I'm glad that's not my car. But anyway, all that means is I can't bring the car into the garage because this is blocking the way and it's super early. It's now gone 7 AM and I don't know how far he got with it. So I don't want to take the risk starting it, moving it in and out. So the car's just outside. I'm going to put all the grills onto the bumper, which is just here, and then we can go outside, start to strip down the damaged wing and other little bits and bobs, and then start assembly. Hopefully, in the process, once Akil comes in, we can get into the garage and continue, because it's gone a little bit frosty recently. I've come back from Spain and it's like the weather just had a mind of its own. It was just like summer, boom, winter, no autumn. Anyway, it's super cold, so I'm gonna shut up, get started. Hopefully it can warm up as I'm working. But guys, I hope you're enjoying this. If you're watching this, you're not subscribed, subscribe now. Let's continue. Boom. Z for Zulu. Spot on. So that's the headlight bracket and the two brackets inside there. Spot on. Thank you very much, mate. Alright guys, so check this out. We're making great progress. Got that wing on, and when I tried to put this headlight in, I was fiddling around here, and then have a look. This thing is just snapped off. This is the headlight bracket, completely broken off. And then more importantly, I was trying to force this down because it wasn't clipping in. And these are two little clips that is needed to keep this headlight in. I can go ahead and obviously do it, but that's not the proper way to do it. The headlight just wouldn't sit properly, and it's just going to be flapping all over the shop. So I've just given TPS a call. It's 8:30 in the morning. They should have it here within the hour. It's going to be a replacement headlight bracket, if I get this out of the way, and these two little clips inside that's needed to hold that headlight in place, because it's such a nice little car. Now that I've sorted everything, it will be a shame to just cut corners on this section. So I want all of this to be sorted properly. So I'm going to hold off putting on the front bumper and the headlight, etc., until TPS gets that. In the meantime, I need to rearrange all of this. This is the battery, and obviously it's still missing the battery cage. I need to torque down everything. If you remember yesterday, to fix that sump, I had to remove some of these top sections. So in the meantime, I'll just go ahead and sort out all of this section, get the battery tray back in, put the battery in its right location, torque everything down, and hopefully we'll continue once TPS arrive. So we're making great progress, but these little things, man. Anyway, let's continue. Alright guys, so everything over there has been reassembled. I'm happy with that. Everything's nice and solid. Now we wait. Alright guys, we're in business. Got the Polo round to the sides, and I just picked up a few bits from the guys down at TPS. Let me show you what I got. So guys, that's the headlight bracket right there. These are the two little supports for the headlight right inside as well. That goes on like that. Headlight pops in there, but it's really important for the bumper. If you can see at the side, those are little clips for the side of the bumper, and that is needed to keep everything in. So this was very important, and I didn't want to put a dodgy one on that was broken. So now we've got this. Let's continue to assemble the front end on the little Polo. Alright guys, so it needs a little bit of adjustment, but have a look. Headlight is nice and solid, new bumper guide, new headlight bracket, all the clips are in, and everything is looking 110%. And if you're going to do it, you've got to do it properly. It delayed me by a couple of hours to wait for all the bits, but sorted. We've gone ahead and we've reassembled the entire front end. Everything is looking nice. Check out the interior again. Interior on this car is so clean. That's one of the good things about it. What I'm going to do now is going to take it to the car wash, get a clean in and out, and this little car's done. I'm going to do some polishing in that off camera, but everything on the little car is complete. Have a look at that. Let's get it to the car wash. So we're off guys. First thing I want to do is, like I always do, put a little bit of petrol, because A, as you can see, the gauge is really low. Copart tends to empty their cars, and B, I just want to get some fresh petrol in this car because I don't know how long it's been sat, and I really want to just drive it on the road and see how it feels. So I will do all of that, and I'll catch up with you guys once I'm at the car wash. So little Polo's driving, I'm happy. So guys, there you have it. I hope you enjoyed this build. I hope you enjoyed those little slow motion shots. The little Polo is complete. This was a one-time build, one video build, but like the title says, I regret buying this car. Let me know what you think in the comments below, but I still regret buying this car. I've given you the full price breakdown. There's still space for a bit of a profit, but I bought this car for someone in mind already, so I've still kind of come well under budget. However, there was a lot of hassle and headache, and you can't put a price on that. And you know what, if I knew that it wasn't driving, I wouldn't have bought it, because I just didn't have the time and the space to sort all of the extra added bits out. Getting the car moved around, we had to be pushing the car. It was just a lot of hassle, and that's the issue. Now I know that part of it is down to me. I should go and check them out before I bid, but I do feel, and I've said this before and I'll say it again, Copart, you need to do a bit better by just letting people know what exactly it is that we are buying. Now when I bought this car, it was a sponsored video. I was down at Copart and still this happened, so I can understand a lot of the frustrations that comes from you guys. But anyway, I'm not gonna moan. I've done it, we've kept it moving, we've sorted all the issues, and here we are. Hope you enjoyed it. So this is where we're gonna end this episode. Stay tuned. Next week we've got something special coming for you. It's gonna be my most revealing video yet, and we got big plans. So stay tuned for that, and like I always say, keep it moving, and I'll see you in the next one.